it's there in the background. Understanding, learning, sitting in your meetings, a second brain.
How do you think we could actually be using the second brain?
The possibilities there are pretty much endless. I can pretty much talk to myself.
Shaimay Shah is an engineer in Rakuten's AI for Business department with a background in data science. Shaimay is at the forefront of transforming Rakuten employees' daily work with AI.
How would you like to explore Rakuten AI for Rakutenians?
One thing we want to do is to know the context of what you're doing on a daily basis. And then
Thanks for your time tonight.
lovely to be here.
So your team has been championing Rakuten AI for Rakutenians. What would you say are some of the functions? How can I use it as a Rakutenian?
So there's a lot of functions behind the Rakuten AI for Rakutenians, and I think let's start off with the model. From the get-go, we kind of started off with our partnership with OpenAI, so we had access to all of their best models. And then on top of that, we wanted to allow users to create custom AIs for specific tasks with retrieval capability, so they can add their own knowledge sources, be it an Excel file, be it a Word document, be it anything. They can create custom AIs that can search the web. They can create custom AIs that can browse Wikipedia. They can create custom AIs that can do all of that together. And we've seen some really, really, really great uses out of custom AIs, and I think that's because of the way the Rakutenians have been using it so far. And we do want to enable a lot more and allow users to potentially even create agents for themselves in the future.
Excellent. So let's say I create a custom AI. How do you think this can help, let's say, me and my team to reach my goals, or for Rakuten to reach its goals?
There's a lot of different roles that people have within the organization, ranging from sales to marketing to communications to technical, including myself, more technical engineering stuff. And Rakuten AI for Rakutenians as a tool kind of works for all of those, right? If for me personally, I use it as maybe sometimes as a code review assistant. So when I write some code, or when I'm put on as a code reviewer onto someone else's code, I try to brainstorm with the AI, say, hey, I have this idea, but maybe I'm not too sure if this is the right way to do it. Can you maybe suggest some ideas? Similarly, I think for you, it might be interesting to maybe write down all the thoughts that you have about an interview, or maybe something that you have to do moving forward, and have help and maybe brainstorm with the AI and create a custom AI for that. That maybe also has some Rakuten specific brand guidelines or something that you kind of have to keep in mind. And it'll take all of that into account and build something for you.
Is there something that really stands out where you were like, oh, wow, this actually happened inside of Rakuten?
What we've seen through the use of Rakuten AI for Rakutenians is that I think from the get-go, this was supposed to be just the roots, just the seed. And so the way I look at Rakuten AI for Rakutenians is that it's just a base that provides people with a little bit of a hint, a little bit of a taste of what AI can do for them. And what we've seen so far is that departments and divisions that have really taken Rakuten AI for Rakutenians and created custom AIs and formed study groups and done all of that from 6 months ago, and maybe there were a couple of people who knew what AI or generative AI was, to now they've kind of started transforming the way that they work outside of Rakuten AI for Rakutenians, but by using AI. And I think Rakuten AI for Rakutenians was kind of an enabler to enable that mindset, and that the shift in that mindset for a lot of people within, but a lot of Rakutenians. And I think that has been really, really great to see.
How would you like to explore Rakuten AI for Rakutenians? Where do you think we should be going?
One thing we want to be able to do is integrate it into the apps you use on a daily basis, right? We want it to know the context of what you're doing on a daily basis, and then maybe take actions for you. And maybe you don't have to give it context in your text box or as upload a file. It already knows it's there. It's in the background, kind of understanding, learning, sitting in your meetings. And that seems to be the next logical step forward for Rakuten AI for Rakutenians. You kind of have a buddy, a second brain, who's always there. And if you ever forget anything, you want to brainstorm something, you want, anything, it's right there. And that seems to be the logical step forward.
So this second brain, how do you think we could actually be using the second brain?
I think for me, I like to call it the concept Shaimay AI. And in that sense, what would I use Shaimay AI for? Responding, all of the usual stuff, responding to messages, maybe Outlook. But more than that, I think what I want to use it for is for brainstorming. Since it would likely have all the context of my work, of the way I think, I can pretty much talk to myself. And the possibilities there are pretty much endless, right? The boundaries are limitless, I feel.
So are you almost saying that, let's say we do this interview in the future and I wouldn't even be talking to you, I'd be talking to your AI?
Yeah, and maybe my AI will be talking to your AI.
All right.
And we both will, yeah. Think maybe a year down the line, let's reconvene and
Let's reconvene in a year. Sounds good. Thanks for your time tonight. We really appreciate the work you do. Thank you.
Thank you very much.